Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something truly extreme, the Bugatti Bolide. This isn't just another hypercar. It's Bugatti's radical experiment in pushing engineering, aerodynamics, and raw performance to the absolute edge. While Bugatti is famous for the Veyron and Chiron breaking top speed records, the Bolide strips away luxury and focuses purely on track performance. Think of it as Bugatti Unleashed, without compromise. In this review, we'll break down everything from its design and interior to the insane performance figures, and finally, whether it makes sense outside of a racetrack. Exterior design. The first time you lay eyes on the Bolide, it almost doesn't look real. Its design is dominated by aggressive aerodynamics, huge air intakes, an enormous rear wing, and a low, wide stance that screams speed even at a standstill. The car sits incredibly close to the ground, just 39 inches tall, making it lower than most race cars. The X design language is carried across the headlights, taillights, and even the exhaust layout, giving it a futuristic, almost sci-fi appearance. Every single surface has a purpose. The scoops, vents, and diffusers aren't just for looks. They generate massive downforce to keep the Bolide glued to the track. Bugatti claims over 1,800 kilograms of downforce at speed, which is astonishing. Overall, the Bolide looks less like a road car and more like a prototype straight out of Le Mans. It's raw, purposeful, and intimidating. Interior and comfort. Step inside, and you're quickly reminded that this is no luxury cruiser. Bugatti stripped the interior to the bare essentials. Instead of plush leather and polished wood, you'll find lightweight carbon fiber panels, a minimalist steering wheel inspired by motorsport, and racing seats with 6-point harnesses. Comfort takes a back seat here. The seating position is low and tight, visibility is limited, and the focus is on performance. There's no rear seat, barely any storage space, and no unnecessary extras. This is a track weapon, not a grand tourer. Still, Bugatti hasn't completely ignored ergonomics. The digital display is crisp, controls are intuitive, and everything a driver needs is positioned for quick access. It's not designed for long road trips, but it is designed for precision driving. Technology and features. When it comes to technology, the Bolide is interesting because it's actually less feature-packed than a typical Bugatti. You won't find massaging seats, a high-end sound system, or a long list of driver assist systems. Instead, the focus is on race-bred technology. The digital cockpit provides detailed telemetry, lap times, and performance data. The lightweight construction uses carbon fiber everywhere, and the aerodynamics are adjustable depending on track conditions. It's a reminder that the Bolide isn't about luxury. It's about giving drivers the tools to extract the maximum performance on a racetrack. Performance and driving dynamics. This is where the Bugatti Bolide becomes mind-blowing. Under the hood sits Bugatti's legendary 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine. In its most extreme configuration, it produces 1,825 horsepower and 1,850 Nm of torque when running on 110-octane racing fuel. The numbers are staggering. 0 to 62 miles per hour takes just 2.2 seconds. 0 to 124 miles per hour, under 5 seconds. And according to Bugatti, the Bolide could theoretically hit at top speed well over 300 miles per hour. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The Bolide weighs only about 1,450 kilograms, nearly half the weight of a Chiron. Combined with advanced suspension, massive brakes, and all-wheel drive, this makes it incredibly agile. Bugatti has tested it on simulated race tracks, and it posts lap times comparable to top-tier endurance racing cars. Fuel economy? Let's just say if you're asking that question, the Bolide probably isn't for you. Practicality and everyday use. Here's where things get interesting. The Bolide is not road legal. It's a track-only machine, so the everyday usability is essentially zero. There's no trunk, no real cabin storage, and visibility is limited. Even climbing in and out requires effort because of the low roofline and racing harness. This is not a car you take to the grocery store or even on a weekend road trip. It's designed for closed circuits, private track days, and showcasing engineering brilliance rather than convenience. Verdict and closing. So what's the verdict on the Bugatti Bolide? On the positive side, it's a masterpiece of engineering. The design is jaw-dropping, the performance figures are almost unreal, and it demonstrates what happens when a brand like Bugatti removes the restrictions of road legal requirements. On the downside, it's impractical, exclusive, and designed for a very small audience. Only 40 units will ever be made, and each one costs around $4 million. But perhaps practicality isn't the point. The Bolide is a statement piece, showing what Bugatti can do when they focus solely on performance. It's not meant to be a daily driver, it's meant to be a legend. If you're lucky enough to see one in person, it's a reminder that cars can still inspire awe, not just with luxury, but with sheer ambition. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Bugatti Bolide, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Would you ever want to drive something this extreme?